there, you guys. Welcome back. Today we're going to have a look at all of the items, all of the plants that I got from Bloomlovers. I told you that I would do an update after a month or after 2 months. I don't know. Anyway, I think it's been maybe 2.5 months since I got the huge shipment from Bloomlovers. Things are growing beautifully. You would not believe, well, maybe you would. If you grow these plants, you know that they're fantastic growers. But I just want to share with you how they've grown from this particular supplier. It's a Canadian supplier. If you haven't heard of them, I will post the link down below. They ship to Canada. They are in Canada, in Quebec. And they also ship to the States. So, and I believe worldwide as well. But you'll have to ask. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you. I'll post a link to the big unboxing that I did. It's a really long video. But if you want to look and see what the sizes of some of these things were when I got them versus how they are right now in just maybe 2.5 months, it's incredible. So this one here is one of my favorites at the moment. This one is called Epischia caprita Metallica. Probably saying it wrong. I love these pink flowers. Are they zooming in? Are they coming in nicely? I posted a couple of photos to Instagram on this one. It's really hot today. In the basement it should be cool, but it's very humid. I'm starting to sweat. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm going to show you the really nice, noteworthy ones. Actually, let's just pan around and I'll show you all of them right now. That was really nice, right? They're all doing so well. Look at all the flowers. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're so good. So this one here is the, what is this one? It's called Syningia Blue Pansy. It looks to me like a Gloxinia, but Gloxinia is Syningia speciosa or speciosum. I don't know. So it would make sense. This was grown from a cutting. So right now, if it is a little tuber in there or a little bulb, I don't know, but it should be. A lot of Syningias are either tubers or rhizomes or things like that. So I'm excited to see how this grows. I'm surprised that it grew and bloomed from a cutting. I thought that it would have to have a growth period, and then maybe next season after it gained energy, it would flower. But I'm wrong, and that's really cool. It's stretching a little bit more than a Gloxinia. The leaves are a little bit smaller, but again, grew from a cutting. Fantastic. So anyway, that is this one. And another noteworthy, these are some of the plugs that I got. Remember how small the plugs were? This one here is Cajun Queen Sugar. It is beautiful. The flower is quite large. And I don't know, I think the flower is probably close to 2 inches across. Really, really pretty. It's fanning out. I keep all of these on my window ledges, and they're doing beautifully. This one here has been prolific for quite some time. I need to go in and do some deadheading. Look at how many flowers are on this one. This one's called Morgan's Puyi. I don't know. P-U-Y-I. So this one is really, really nice. I think that this is like a semi-miniature. It's not very big. It's just growing beautifully. It's spreading out nicely. Oh, it's so pretty. I love the soft color of the flowers. I even like how as it ages, moving the camera around way too much. I like how it ages, the flowers kind of fade slightly, so it looks like a bouquet of different colors. This one here is another really, really pretty one. What is this one? I think the pot actually matches the color of the flower really, really well. I did not plan that because I had no idea what color it was. This is Trink Summer Skies, or maybe Trinket Summer Skies. Might have misspelled that in the label. That one's a really pretty one as well. Oh, and then this one here, I'll need to, some of you, Karina especially, said you should have planted it deeper, and I didn't plant it deeper. This was one of the plugs, and now it's floppy in the pot, so I'll have to go in and plant it deeper in a week's time or so, just so that it doesn't snap off. As you can see, it started to get some flowers. The flowers are ruffled just like the leaves are, which is really, really cute. The flowers, on the other hand, however, are hidden by the leaves. I wish that the flowers would come up a little bit and show themselves. And again, these violets that I'm showing you are all plugs at the moment. This one here is the Shanta Spring. This is the yellow miniature trailing African violet. It's doing really, really well. Look at all the flowers. They don't seem to open like right up like a regular violet does. They're more fluted, more of a trumpet flower. But it's doing really nice. It's a really, really, really full pot. This is what you get when you buy a plug. And again, it's only been a couple of months since I purchased these. The cuttings are doing really, really well. I just want to show you some of these other things. Oh, this is another one. I'm really happy about this one. This is the variegated one. What's this one called? Night Magic. And this one was a beautiful plug. It had beautiful variegated leaves. I think in the summertime when it gets too warm, the variegation kind of leaves the plant. So that is something to not look forward to in the summer when it gets really, really warm in our houses. But then as it cools off in the fall, things start to pick up a little bit more color. From what I understand, we will check it out as it happens. And then the Apiscias. Oh, I love these Apiscias. This is my favorite one. I don't even know what it's called. Apiscia La Soledad Bronze. This one, the reason why I like this one so much is because it grows much more compact. There's not a lot of spacing between each little growth. So each little section here that grows up, I don't know whether you're able to see it. So it grows and then it produces little leaves, kind of like a strawberry. I guess a stolon is what you might want to call it. It's basically a trailing plant with little plantlets all along it. You can cut these little things off and then root those. So easy to grow and give to friends. The markings on the leaves are really, really pretty, and the back side of the plant really, really pretty as well. I think this is a nice looking plant. Piscia as well. This one, I had no idea that this was a thing. But this one, what is this one called? Something gross. Apiscia Jim Spider. Spiders. I love spiders in the garden. I don't like spiders in my house. So this one has yellow flowers. Absolutely amazing. I didn't think that there was such a thing. I knew that there was like oranges and pinks and reds, maybe a white, but I didn't know that there was yellow in Apiscia. So I'm really excited about this one. This one has a really, really, really compact, I want to say almost a dead habit. I was really worried about this one for a long time. As you can see, it hasn't really grown much, versus, say, this one. This one, same amount of time, same size cutting. This one has grown absolutely crazy. And same with this one. This one's doing really, really well. I love that this leaf is a really soft, muted color. Very, very nice. It's textured, the leaves get big, but the color is very soothing. And it has a nice, really red flower. Oh, it's so pretty. The flower is on its way out, but it's still, you can get the gist. And then right here is another Apiscia. This one here is really interesting. This one is Moss Agathe. So this one here, you can probably see there is a variegation to the leaves. This one, I'm unsure. I'll have to take cuttings and make it more compact. I don't like sometimes how a Piskea just grows everywhere, and there's really not a rhyme or reason. It's really good to grow these as a hanging plant, a hanging basket in your house, in your window, because they just go everywhere, and as you prune them, they'll become more full, and they become more pretty. Now that they're in this kind of in-between state when they're not very big, and there's not a lot of growths going on, they just kind of look a little weird. But give it time, maybe a year, and pinching and pruning and planting the cuttings back in the pot, or give them to friends, will make a really, really full pot. Well, not if you give them to friends, but if you put them in, and it'll make a fuller pot faster. So even maybe less than a year. Right. So that is a Piskea's. I think I'm getting everything. Do you remember... I am fascinated by Alsobia at the moment. This isn't Alsobia. This is puncata. Alsobia puncata. I had shown you the Alsobia dianthifolia, dianthiflora, the one that's white. I'll show you a picture up in the corner. That is not what this one looks like. This one is more of a, I want to say, brassy color. This one is more on the brown tone than the white. The other one is beautiful and crisp, and it grows beautifully, and the leaves are smaller on the dianthifolia. I should have brought the other one down to show you a comparison. This one has bigger leaves, so I'm interested to see how this one will grow. I thought that this was going to be dead. It had dried all up, as you might be able to see. It's all dried leaves down in the bottom, and yeah, I thought it was a goner, and I'm like, no, I'm not throwing it away. I'm not throwing it away, and then it started to grow. Up from the ashes, should call this one Phoenix. Up from the ashes comes a beautiful plant. So I'm excited to see, when I see a flower, I will let you know. What do we have here? This is a Calaria. I hope I'm saying that right. Paradots. I can't even... Maquinos? I don't know. Look at the beautiful leaves in there. There's that reddish tone against the green. It's really, really pretty. I'm noticing in the center there is some, it looks like buds starting to form. Not 100% sure, but really excited. I don't know whether you can... I had some coffee this morning. I shouldn't do that. Or I should. Makes for an entertaining video. Bill, you're crazy. So this one here is another Calaria. This one is a popular one. This is Jordyn De Monet. So this one seems to be quite a tall one. I need to put a stake in here and hold it up. Growing in the window ledge, it seems to be growing to the light and then falling over, and then growing to the light and then falling over. So if I stake it, it'll be much stronger. Also growing from a cutting, I think that it might have been just a little weaker at the stem. I don't know. I'm making up stories right now. So anyway, this one should be really, really pretty. I'm excited to see these flowers. They're a soft pink and polka dotty and absolutely beautiful. Another one that I really love. I like all of these, for goodness sake. I shouldn't say another one. This is Gloria Bak. Look, I don't know whether it's going to show up, but the hairs around the leaves are kind of a reddish orange, and then the leaf itself is green. So do you see the underside of the leaf as I move it? There's like a change in color. It's really pretty. I love that effect. So this one is tucked away on the window ledge. I barely see it. It's behind a curtain. And every time I look, I'm like, oh, I love it. So that, oh, one more. Might as well do them all, Bill. Might as well do them all. So this one here is a Syningia Cardinals Innocent. This one looks like it's going to be a white one. But see, it hasn't really grown very much. It's alive. It's growing. Just not very much. So maybe I'm keeping it a little bit on the wet side. I water them. I pour water into the reservoir, and then it soaks it up. Maybe I'll just let this one dry out a little bit longer. But to be honest, I water them all the same. They all take up water differently. This goes to tell you, never keep all of your plants on the same schedule, because that doesn't work for all of them. Some of them really like to take up the water, and then some of them don't. So just like children, some of them want to eat, some of them don't. So, and then last but not least, I know you're going to be like, Bill, I can't see a damn thing in here. All of these cuttings that I planted from... Oh, I'm putting water all over the place. All of these cuttings that I planted from Bloomlovers, all of them are sprouting. Every single one of them. I don't know what I'm going to do. because this is a lot of loveliness, and I'm going to be moving soon. Well, not soon, in about 7 months. Or less now. I don't know. I think it's 7 months. And I don't want to make all kinds of pots. I think that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 3. Do the math. I don't know. 24 plants in here, and each one is going to have more than one baby. So that's a lot of pots. I might end up leaving them grow here for the next few months and then transplanting them after we move. I'll make that decision later on. I'm not doing it today, but we'll see. I just don't want to have to carry and lug and damage a lot of plants if I can keep them in this small little spot. I will do a close-up video just of these at some point. It's hard to get in here, but I want to show you how they're growing and how cute they are. So anyway, this video has been long enough. Please visit the Bloomlovers website. Check out what she has. As you can see, the quality of the stuff is fantastic. And they're so easy to grow, and it's a Canadian seller. You can't go wrong if you live in Canada. I know myself, it's hard to find good sellers in the area, so I'm trying to find some, and when I find them, I will let you know what they are. So, and I also want to try to make sure that they do ship international as well and let you know that information. But I wanted to give you an update on how things are growing, and they are doing beautifully. Anyway, until next time, happy growing, everyone. Hopefully next year we'll start to see some flowers. And I love see how it's rambling across here, kind of like a Cattleya orchid would do. Just doing its own thing. Hopefully we see a bloom very, very soon. The